each other?
God, we really like different things. You know what I've gotten him into? So hilarious. He'd just kill me. Dancing with the Stars. Because then we kind of start, like, early on, we decide who's going to make it, and it comes like a competition, because everything's a competition. So we kind of have been watching that. We watched all last year, and then it just aired this last week, so that was fun. But I like the competition shows, as cheesy as that is, because then it's a competition for me. Because in my head, I'm, like, guessing who's going to win, and betting other people, this, going nuts, because everything is competitive in my brain. So I like the reality shows. Oh my gosh. I'm starting a Western. And they should put me in one, because I ride horses. Okay? I'm a country girl at heart. I think an old school Western would be kind of really up my alley and would be so fun. And I'm so comfortable in that genre and around horses. And, I think that would be really, really cool. That would be neat. I believe everyone in this business should have another life. Like, I think this is a great part of my life. But if I didn't have that horse side, I'm like serious about that, as serious as I am about this, it just levels everything out. Like, this doesn't seem as important. Things aren't as devastating, or it's not as dramatic, if that makes sense. Because I just go to that. I'm like, okay, I'm spending a week with the horses, and I'm this, and that becomes everything to me. But I just think it's important, and I've been that way since I was little. Always had a few different things. I was never just acting, or I played tennis when I was younger and had all these things in sports. And I just think it's important to survive any business, really, but specifically this business, because it can really suffocate you. And you need that place, that breathing room to, like, okay, I need to separate for a minute, you put the phone down and separate.
Yeah.
A little. I do stop and watch because I'm appalled by what I'm seeing. I'm like, Kaley, what is that choice? What? Oh my God. I usually put it on mute because I cannot stand the sound of my voice, especially early on. But just to kind of see what I was wearing, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
And you tend to remember, like, oh yeah, this was the show.
Oh, I remember every outfit. I remember every outfit that goes with every hairstyle, probably for the past 9 years. Like, if you said, that is so clear to me. Like, every episode. We go back because we've got photos, years of photos. I'm like, I totally remember that scene. I remember this. I remember what I was wearing. It's really weird. It's very ingrained in my brain. Oh my God. Sometimes I look back, because there'll be reruns on. I'll look back at like season 1 or 2, and I'm like, how did I get hired? Like, what was I doing? What was that tone in my, like, I think I even talked up here. Like, I had like this voice. Oh my God. Thank God they saw through that. Because over the years, like, I've totally settled and gotten so much cooler and better. But it's funny, I look back on a lot of shows, and you look back to season 1, and those season 1s aren't so good. You're like, oh my God, it was just horrible, because now it's so good. Like, it's just such a difference. At the time, it was great, but comparatively, holy crap, I am just so glad I can't believe I got hired. Let's put it that way. It was not good. My dressing room is amazing. Actually, we all redecorated a couple years ago, and I'm actually redecorating again right now. My room is amazing. Johnny likes to say that my room looks like a porn star threw up in it. I tend to disagree. I think it's very offensive. It's everything that your own bedroom could not be. It's hot pink carpet, wallpaper head to toe. I mean, it's amazing. Chandeliers, and we're redoing it now. But everyone redid their rooms, and everyone has a very distinct, we live in these rooms, so I'm doing it this year. But that is my haven. It's beautiful.
Albert, you're in the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Kaley Cuoco.
ahead for a shot, okay?